Hey, thank you for this last minute appointment. I'm sure you were swamped for the day, man. No thanks required. I admire your tenacity to be better. But I'm fair weather. Closer to who I was than where I'm going, not knowing where I am. That's a jam. Could you explain the span of damage, carnage you have caused? Sure, but it involves a lot of meat at the centerpiece. Numerous pieces of meat packed in 5'2" frames in the myriad of names. So they were games. Nah, it was more like a test of my will. Surely a thrill that leads to flames, confusion, pain. Do you remember their names? And how long have you suffered from this? Juggled who you are, muzzled the king in you. I can't even recall, man. I had no future in fronting or discussing a ring. I was disgusting, trusting myself, knowing I knew nothing, could lead nothing, believed nothing. Did you feel you owed them? Because you console your soul with admiration from souls who will constantly steer you wrong. Man, you cold. But bold enough to let me know that I had boulders the size of the one that was rolled from the one who rose. Let's get into those. Now you mentioned you being distant, not trusting, lacking commitment, the validation of attention. Didn't you mention that you had no father figure in the picture? Yeah, man, my distance was always relative to my connection. Jealousy always seemed to separate us. I couldn't call you mine because in my mind I felt in due time you would do what a mind does. So I embraced for those times, erased her pureness from my mind so I can do what brought me comfort in appropriated times. I see. See, this is the thing of vulnerability, not just trust. You self-sabotage and self-destruction was your camouflage. By and large, you became your biggest nemesis. And the venom since your genesis has caused you carnage. Now your addiction to the money has made you a green goblin. And to be honest, I lacked currency for so long. I drowned in the thought of being broke. I was crown pocket lint, not a cent at times. Couldn't be depended on, so I lied. Financially, I was tired, man. Tied to a sinking feeling that was sure to bury me in debt till I died. Hold on. We're not here to slow dance with your woe is me storm. But brother, I'd rather address the absent norms like dorms I intend to connect to help you rest and eventually learn that you're no victim. More cynical than critical. You just lost and miserable. But I know a man. Hold it, fam. I don't think that you notice or know I'm from a impoverished state, clothed in disguise. And as far as that guy, I tried him, man. Like an item. Nah. Like a vitamin. Sorta, kinda. But did you invite him in? Allow him to enlighten you of your dark attempts to hide behind the fact that women were your mask and not fixing you was the bigger task to not following him. It's the same as standing in the middle of a four-way crash. But check me out. I asked that he ease my load because I've been through winters and froze my heart, stole from my lot. I was once on cloud 9 for him too, trust me, but he failed me, derailed me, isolated, impaired me until I couldn't see day. I was used to the gray, so I faded to dark. No lifeboat came to my rescue though. When I was thrown from Noah's Ark, I felt he made me endure heartbreak, disappointment. So I became exactly what he was showing me. For your lack of knowing, my brother. He extracted the absence of faith. Look every adversary you had in the face for you. I don't think you fully understand grace. You deserve death. And to lay waste of your hands, the works you put in never produce harvest. Rather harlots who garnish themselves off crimson tide that washes non-believers. But I believe, brother, that in spite of your wrongdoing, there's a constructor who fixed ruin. He pieces together the seamless, thread by thread. He strings you together to make garments out your pain, to be worn around those storms that look familiar, or those little U's of this world. So don't look at God like, wow. You should look at God like, wow. I know, man. I fell short in long game. I became the costumes I wore. More Michael Myers than I knew. Adjacent to Elm Street, I lounged around to be found idle. That worship I got inspired in. I became a deaf poet in the lion's den. I couldn't hush the mouths of those who sought to devour me. But him, I remember walked into my mess, embraced my lack like a friend. He said, friend, don't let comprehend escape you. Relate to water. The base you need quench far deeper than the vase. I sprout out truth from the bowels you took for sake. He said, for every foul word you spake of me, I added grace and seed, buried it deep. Because I promise, I'm the root, the vine, the harvest you need. This bondage that had me chained now is shaking me free. Like locks that he picked, I depicted he rose and died for me and you. This poison I was given, starting to aid this flu that cleans my soul too. See what? Now you got it. Go be free.